Alright guys, welcome to War 3. We're up against HC-Polaris. We're stuck a little bit in Platinum 3, hoping to climb out. We're 2-0 on the start of the season. So this first fight, Path to Section 1, we're going up against the Sim Supreme. I was a little bit worried about this fight, but turns out I didn't have that much to worry about. Strike, counter, fury, of course, but turns out this guy has suicides on, and this is going to be a really short fight. Torches, obviously awesome against Mystics. I have to save my Nova Flame for a Maw later on, but again, this is going to be like a 30-second fight. Yeah. I ignore the strike counter fury there because he's just melting. Fight number 2, again strike counter fury. We're up against Immortal Hulk. I should have been more worried about this fight than I was. It turns out that if your APOC only has one charge, he's going to be pretty tanky. So we're going in here and trying to manage our power. I don't want to throw Special 2 because if you put the degen on him, he's going to store a ton of gamma, so we're just spamming the SP1. And as you're going to see, this fight's going to take like 3 minutes. Inputs felt pretty good this war. You'll notice I missed some parries and have to re-parry. Timing just felt kind of weird, but thankfully it didn't come back to bite us. He's slowly going down. This isn't the best matchup. It works, but he's obviously healing a good amount from willpower 2 from the weakness. He's immune to the poison, and you can't degen him, so it's just gonna take a long time to wrap up. I'm doing a really good job so far, though, of making sure that he doesn't get any furies. I think we give him 2 or 3 towards the end, but overall it goes pretty smoothly. Oh, and another note, obviously there's no sound here. For some reason a lot of the audio recordings messed up, and so I just decided to mute the fights instead of deal with the desync. We're wrapping this fight up here. He's down to 10%. One tip against iHulk if you're fighting him, once he goes immortal, as long as you can safely hit into him, it will reduce his gamma, so you minimize the healing that he gets afterwards. And you'll see me do that in just a moment. Yeah, so we've given him 3 furies at this point, and he goes immortal. Now I'm going to hit into his block, try to remove some gamma, just playing it safe and waiting out this phase. Don't hit into him while he's regenning. Hit him with a heavy and another SP1 maybe, and he should be pretty much dead. There we go, 113 hits, 3 minutes. Not a fast fight, but now APOC will be fully charged up against this Professor X. Strike counter fury. Have to deal with high ground here, but not really because I've got the power back boosts on, and APOC is just gonna absolutely nuke this guy. The one thing to watch out for in this fight is obviously Falter, and the fact that you can only parry his mediums. So we're just parry heavying here at the start, managing our strike counter as best we can. There you see me hit in, remove the Falter. Gets his first charge of high ground, that's okay. We'll take a little bit of block damage there, but fire off the SP2, remove that high ground charge, and get some power back. comes back in. I'm gonna drop this SB2, should finish him up. Quick and easy fight. Alright, next up we have Moleman on EMP mod. It's the connecting fight to section 2 on the left side. And I'm gonna be taking this with APOC. 4 charges, power back boost, power star 1. Again, as long as I don't dex and get my power drained by EMP mod, I should be able to spam SP2, so that's the one thing to watch out for, as well as bubble shield. This fight goes pretty much perfectly until the very end, but we'll get to that. Right now, again, I'm just parrying and hitting into him, trying to build up my power to SP2. And again, when he throws his special here, you do not want to dex, or you will remove pretty much all your power, and this fight will get long and a little bit more dangerous. There's the first SP2, does a lot of damage, obviously. I'm relatively boosted, and have the mutant boosts on. So yeah, we have 8 bubble shield charges. I am aware of that. I throw the second SP2. I'm hoping it kills him, but obviously it does not. Then he throws this SP1, and I think I just dexed a little bit early. I'm not going to blame input there. That was my bad. But he dies, and that'll just cost us a couple of potions. No worries. And we move on to Kingpin, strike counter, block penetration. He's going to die really fast. There's not much to this fight with APOC. Just have to manage your charges a little bit and throw off the SB2, and then he's pretty much dead. So you nuke, 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 and we're all the way to SB3, and I just throw it. It's a rank 5, 5-star. This is going to kill him, and we can move on with 99% health really quick. I don't know, 30, 40 second fight. Now, this is where I decided to use my pre-fight. In retrospect, I probably would have saved it for later, for Boss Island, but Maul's always a little bit scary, and so we're going in here with the Nova Flames on. Again, I'm not super worried about the block penetration. I'm just trying to keep my combo up, not get faltered or degened, and nuke him down as fast as possible. You'll see the block penetration charges stacking up, but not as fast as Nova Flame is burning him down. So we wrap this fight up pretty quick, throwing off the SP1. Okay, and we're jumping straight into this fight. I forgot to start my recording, but I'm going up against Knull here on Hurt Locker, unblockable SB1. My goal here is to not let him throw a single special. See me dash in there trying to counter his heavy, got the timing wrong. But throughout this fight, I'm just going to force block and try to get this guy to throw heavies or reparry him. And we're going to build up to an SP3 and doom cycle this guy. But again, goal not to let him throw a single special. And it pretty much works for the whole fight. At one point he does end up throwing his SP2, but that's okay. We just take it on the block, and he's actually healing us with his Living Abyss charges. So go for the SP3 here. Take him to the Doom Tower. He's already at 47% health. Doom is just an animal in war. And he's going to be pretty much dead after this. Go in, do our Doom cycle, try to siphon some of his power, but because of Power Focus 1, we don't quite get there. But just take SP2 on the block and finish him off with this unblockable SP1. Easy fight, 97% health, really happy with how that went. And again, I forget to get my recording started for this next fight. But we've got Doctor Strange on improved power gain. We've got White Mag's pre-fight and a torch pre-fight placed by a teammate. We're going in here, and the strategy is to hold block, push him to SB3, and use that indestructible boost. So again, you'll see me just go in here nuking, trying to keep my combo up to deal with high ground, and just hold block as much as possible, reparry when I can. There's the first SP3 coming up here in a second. I get rid of high ground, push him to SP3, and eventually he'll throw it here. But I've got 2 more indestructible boosts after this, and he's at 34%, so I think we'll be alright. Little dex on the wall, try not to get hit by that heavy, and we're just going to launch the SP2. I figured this would finish him off, and it does. And that's it for me for the war. 8 fights, 8 solos, pretty clean. Only took the couple hits from Moleman there, where I failed the dex. Unfortunately, we lost this war, so we're 2-1 on the season. Hopefully we can get back on the right track in an upcoming war, but until then, appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you guys later.